Hi, welcome to the Witch's Tea Party. I'm the witch, Mystia, and here today with me are my co-hosts.
StareliaYumera.
MintyYukime.
MomokaVT.
And I'm eating McDonald's French fries.
Yummy.
Let's start off correctly today. I didn't even ask if you guys had your drinks, but what are you drinking, if anything?
Oh my god.
Oh. I have strawberry milk.
Star got the
That's-
memo.
Yo, that's an exciting new thing.
Yeah, I got strawberry milk.
How do you like
Yeah.
strawberry milk?
My favorite.
I do not like strawberry milk.
I never
How
had it
dare
like
you?
growing up.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'll talk more about it in a second, but I just have water.
Water. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have to water myself.
Yeah,
also
the
have water.
thirsty little flower.
I
And-
also am part of the water club today. I just literally keep forgetting. Every single time we get here, I'm like, oh my god, I need to get a drink. Well, today I didn't even have that thought. It just completely left my brain.
No thoughts, head empty.
But I have water.
Water again. I'm just kidding. I have a single sip left of my campfire mocha.
Whoa, what is
What
that?
what is a campfire mocha?
S'mores?
It's like s'mores flavored. It was hot at one point. It's not anymore.
I kind of sounds
Understandable,
really good.
you know.
Oh,
As things get older, sometimes you just get less hot. It's fine.
yeah.
Not me. I get more hot.
No, same, but like some people.
That's fair. I'll be more
see.
understanding of my campfire mocha.
hmm I really
Yeah.
like s'mores though. S'mores is a great flavor.
S'mores is
For
so
anything
good,
sweet.
but I'll be honest, I don't really like s'mores flavored stuff that much.
Oh really?
I've tried it. I've tried everything I see that comes in s'mores flavor. I'm like, ooh, I gotta have that. And then I eat it and I'm like, I didn't like that very much. I don't know what it is. Like, I love s'mores.
I've had some s'mores things before where they like, for whatever reason, there's a really big focus on the like graham cracker flavor. Like it was a s'mores like hot, just a s'mores latte from someplace before, and I remember like it tasted good. There was that like hint of like chocolate and marshmallow, but then it was like graham cracker hot chocolate basically. So it didn't
Mm.
taste great.
This one's
There are
got a
hints of something
strong
better.
emphasis
Crunchy.
on the marshmallow.
I like s'mores, but I don't really love s'mores flavored things that often.
Yeah, me too.
Product is Coke Starlight.
Coke
Yeah,
Starlight?
no, same.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I can't drink carbonation anymore, really. But like, yeah,
Wait, did you just call it
I-
s'mores flavored?
I mean, it kind of was though.
Is
That's
it? Is
kind
it
of what they were
supposed to be?
going for. It's
It's like-
campfire flavor.
I wouldn't have thought to call it s'mores flavored when I was having it, but then like someone told me, I don't know if it was Star or like Momo or somebody, but like
I think I parroted what Star told me. So
Yeah.
It's
y'all
like
told
when,
me it was s'mores
One of
flavored.
us.
And then I tried it again and it literally tasted like it immediately in my brain. I was like, oh.
I don't think I've ever thought that while drinking it. I thought maybe cotton candy-ish.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
That's crazy to
feel
me.
you because that's also kind of what I thought. I was like, oh, maybe like cotton candy, maybe some sort of like bubble gum or something. It's really sweet. I don't know. And then they said s'mores and it like clicked. I don't know why. It's such
Yeah,
a strange
it's-
like chemical.
That's what I got.
It's
thing.
like
Or I
how
got
a LaCroix is just like you drinking water and someone says the word lime next to you.
like, oh yeah,
so
this is lime
true.
water.
That's so true. I hate LaCroix.
Literally,
I don't know
LaCroix.
why, but like, oh god, I can't stand it.
I would rather just drink regular water. I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Super fair, yeah.
Part of it is that I don't like a lot of like carbonated water already, sparkling water. But yeah, can't do it.
Fair. Okay. Oh, on that Coca-Cola train, have any of you tried Dream World, which is the recent
I
limited flavor?
did, because that's the one that's like by Marshmallow, right?
Oh,
That's
is that the marshmallow?
So there's been like 4 flavors. The that one's the watermelon one.
Right.
It's
Which I
what's
thought
it
was
Which you'd
called?
think
weird.
would be marshmallow flavored because it's from marshmallow, but it's watermelon.
It's so
Yeah.
And the
confusing.
can is all white, so you're like, huh, marshmallow flavor. But like
Nope, watermelon. Gotcha.
watermelon. Oh, and then I
Oh,
sent
that
a
one's just
picture.
called marshmallows flavor.
Yeah. Oh, I sent a picture the other day though of a Mountain Dew I found in the wild. Mountain Dew fruit quake.
Yeah.
No.
You're not
Nope.
gonna try that?
I already did the Mountain Dew review. I'm good. I'm good. Now that you mention it, I'm good.
I mean, I could buy one for you, Star. I'll send it to you in the mail.
Hmm.
Do you want it?
If you want to buy me a soda flavored drink, buy me this Bleach Soul Blast Coca-Cola.
Oh my God.
Yo.
It's for Bleach 1000-Year Blood War and it's exclusive to Japan and I want one really badly.
What the fuck?
I'm
Why
so
do they get
sad
all
that I
the
have
cool
not been
stuff?
watching Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, to be honest. Like, can I
I
even
need to
call
catch up.
myself a 90s kid that grew up with anime?
They
Are
rebooted
you
Bleach,
even a
right?
Bleach fan?
Is that what this is?
No, it's actually basically the anime kind of got to a point where it was so badly like received that they just kind of stopped making it after the like conclusion of the Aizen like Soul Society arc.
Yeah.
And it left
The
like part
manga,
of the story untold, basically.
yeah. It was
Oh.
unadapted. The manga still finished, but the anime
Mhm.
didn't cover the ending.
That's kind of
And
wild to
so
me because it used to be like in like the big three or whatever. It was like Bleach,
Yeah.
Naruto, and One Piece.
yeah, it's one of those things that like Bleach was such a like incredible start to the manga, and like the mangaka who wrote it has an amazing art style, and like you can tell like reading it, they put so much time and effort and love into like every panel they made. And there's a running theory that like was slightly confirmed but then later retracted by the mangaka that they wanted to end the like whole manga after the like second arc in the series, basically, which is the like first Rukia rescue arc. Sorry for Bleach spoilers, but
Well, they're 20 years late on that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been some time.
But then essentially it was so popular because it outsold both One Piece and Naruto in the first like year that it was out, basically. And they were pressured by Shonen Jump to continue the manga, essentially. Whether or not that's true, we will never probably know the full story unless something changes. But in theory, he did not want to continue it, and you can tell as the series goes on there's like less and less and less like art and background in the manga panels, and a lot more like close-ups or just like huge open spaces, and you can see like the worst of that in like the Arankar arc, which is the Rukia rescue arc part 2. I guess it's Orihime at that time anyway. um Useless girl rescue arc part 2.
Damsel in Distress 2.
And then like the final arc of the like Soul Society thing, they basically, rather than creating like a new place or location, they just kind of reused a bunch of old backgrounds that you can see and things that they had drawn before. Which was fine. It was still very good in my opinion, but I'm also a Bleach apologist and I really loved it. But the storyline also started to suffer, and it just lost popularity because of it. And I- you can kind of clearly tell, especially from what I've heard on 1000-Year Blood War, that the author himself just didn't care about it either. Because in 1000-Year Blood War, he's like very heavily involved with the animation and the story of the anime, and he's like changing a lot of things in it to account for things that he just kind of skipped over in the manga.
That's
So
wild.
yeah, it's a really, really like the period of like the early 2000s Shonen Jump is such a fascinating period of like manga and anime because it was what shaped Western acceptance of anime in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And it was such a volatile period of like Japanese markets because of like the shift from nothing but like serious political drama in the form of like Gundam and like ridiculous over the top like shonen battle anime like Dragon Ball Z into things like uh Code Geass and like shorter story driven like trigger shows like largely found their popularity in that time period, right? With like Gurren Lagann and stuff like that. Um so it was just such a hugely volatile.
Hi, sorry. I ran out of disk space again.
Yep, that one.
That one.
That's the one. Momo was talking about Bleach, and then she got rudely cut off by my computer.
Yeah. You said I was talking about how short story driven content like Code Geass and Gurren Lagann had like started to dominate the market space in like early 2000s anime in Japan and even more so in like Western culture
Yeah.
because that like time period was whenever like Toonami started being a thing for a lot of us, and even like WB Kids if you ever watch Saturday morning Pokemon. That was how I like consumed Pokemon, was because of how like the anime market had shifted away from like long form like never ending shonen. Not to say that they weren't popular because like obviously Dragon Ball and One Piece and like Bleach even and Naruto are like some of the most recognizable brands in existence for
Yeah. One
anime.
Piece is even still going.
Yeah.
And
It's
Naruto's kind of still going, but it's like Boruto now.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like Boruto
Officially
so far.
Naruto. Yeah.
Officially Naruto is over, yeah. And it's good. Like Boruto is fine.
Well, I think there's a fair the problem with the anime specifically, not the manga. The anime is that it's just going like full steam ahead when I think the manga's what, once a month?
Yeah, it's really,
But
really slow.
the anime's weekly, so there's like already over 1 to 200 filler episodes.
Oh no.
God.
Because Boruto anime episodes. I'm trying to remember how many there are because there's a lot already. Yeah, so there's already
Yeah.
over 200 episodes. 281 right now, and there's like 70 chapters.
God.
That's so
Yeah.
much.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like fine. It suffers from a lot of like what long form anime does, which is that they don't choose material that's like already finished, which makes sense because like you want to choose material that's like popular at the time, right? Like, and it's why the seasonal format makes so much sense because it gives time for them to get through like a little bit and then take breaks and then get through a little bit kind of thing. But whenever you're doing things like One Piece, you end up with Ichiro Oda. I forget his first I guess last name.
Ichiro Oda.
Yeah. Like who works essentially, I think his work schedule was 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is insane and like awful.
That's so much.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. And it just, there is like nothing to do about it. It just is what it is because that's the way he makes his living. And to be fair, he does love it. But I cannot imagine not like burning out heavily. Because
Oh
anytime
God,
you do
yeah.
anything that much, like, I don't know. I burnt out on like doing my previous career whenever I was working like 12-hour days, um, like 5 to 6 days a week, depending. And that was like awful. I can't
I live
imagine
that
doing
same
it.
life. It's
Yeah,
not good.
yeah, I can't imagine doing it 24/7, 365 days a year. Like, I don't care how much you like your job. That's not good.
You
That's
will crash
so
and burn eventually.
yeah, it's so
Mhm.
And I
bad.
mean, if you keep up with weekly manga or manga in general, you'll see a lot. There's a lot of anime, especially like I'm caught up with My Hero. Like every month or two, or not like every like 2 to 3 months, we'll get just a break week because the author just needs
Yeah.
rest. Because
Mhm.
like I can't imagine writing a story and penning a story and then like making the art for a story like constantly
Yeah.
every week, always, forever.
I same. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like I used to think that I would love to make like a webtoon or something before they were called webtoons and they were just called web comics. Um but
Yeah.
like I don't know. I just don't have that level of commitment to something. It would have to be like monthly for me and that's not like enough for people to care about basically.
Yeah, they
Unless it's
want like
already
constant
established
updates.
or
Mhm.
I mean, I guess like Spy Family's like every like 2 weeks, bi-weekly.
That's true, but it's
Mm,
also part of a specific
yeah.
like webcomics especially are like harder because there's just nowhere to
You're not published
right, like
by
nothing puts it
something.
out in front of people. You have no way to like actually
Promote it unless you're like
yeah.
an online creator already.
Mhm.
It's like
Which is like fine.
the main reason I keep saying I'm going to start commissions and I never do. Um
Yeah,
it's cuz
that's
like I
fair.
have a hard enough time getting the motivation to draw stuff that like I want to draw for myself. Um
Mhm.
cuz I'm someone that I draw the best when I get like a burst of inspiration. I'm just sitting here I'm like, "Oh, but what if I drew this?" you know? So like
Right.
if I have a queue of stuff to do, um it's like what they say about turning hobbies into work, right?
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, for
Like I
sure.
still really want to do it because it would be great to have another source of income that isn't just my job because I don't make enough money. And I don't want to get a second full-time or not full-time, a second part-time job because like
Yeah.
I'm already struggling to get the motivation to stream or make
Yeah.
videos. And like we've been having issues. Well, I guess the scheduling for recording the tea party itself is like separate, but
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's a good example though. Like even just making something once a week is hard, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
because it's like on top of scheduling, then you have like, maybe somebody's just really not feeling it that day because work was
Right.
long
Right.
and stressful, and it's like we totally get that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It makes
It,
perfect sense.
yeah.
So it's kind
Content
of
creation is hard jobs.
it is, but it's also like I don't know, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos while I'm at work, and in some of them they've been saying that streamers are complaining about like how hard their job is. And it's like streaming, as someone has done it for the past 2 years on and off, I say on and off because I intend to do it more often than I actually do. Uh, but like, it can be difficult for sure, but I would never say it's like harder than a 9 to 5.
Sure, yeah.
But it
Yeah,
is
makes
I think
still
you
work.
could.
It's not like you're just getting money for no reason in most cases.
Yeah, I think what we see
Yeah.
is that we get the opposite extreme of like people like at the like hourly rate of work. Sure, I understand, but like people are then streaming like 10 hours a day average every single day. And then like no matter what you do, if you were doing that 7 days a week, that's going to destroy your body and your mind regardless.
Yeah,
But
true.
Yeah.
Even if while you stream you're just doing stuff you would do anyways, it's still like not healthy
yeah.
and you need some time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I actually watched a recent it's talking about bad work schedules. I watched a recent TikTok, which TikTok is terrible, but um, about like this podcast that Mr. Beast was on, and he was talking about his like work schedule, and he works like from the day he gets up, or from the moment he gets up, he works for like 14 to 16 hours, and he goes back to bed and he does it again, and he basically does that for 9 to 10 days straight until he burns out hard enough that he just like doesn't work for a day and then
Yeah.
does it again. And I'm like, that's so
That's
bad for
insane.
you.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Like he's
you're
made
just
incredible
slowly
amounts of money. I don't know if it's like
Yeah.
from streaming or if he already had an income before he's like started. Because like his brand is philanthropy and stuff, isn't it? For the most part.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Like,
So it's
yeah.
I don't know, that's just so wild to me. Like how do you not give yourself time for like anything else?
I have no idea.
Like, how are you a happy person doing that, right? Like,
Mhm.
And like
And well, we
And,
don't
like-
even know that part really. Like,
And to be fair,
Who
like his
knows?
definition of like work is also like going on like other people's podcasts and just like sitting there and talking, right? Like it's not
being a personality.
mm-hmm.
it's not entirely like, physical labor or like being in front of camera or whatever. It's just like,
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. It's just hard to imagine at any point
Yeah.
that ever being
A lifestyle.
a good
Like,
plan for your
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
True.
I definitely couldn't
So-
see myself doing it to that extent, you know?
Mhm.
Look, I breathe for 14 hours a day. That's enough for me.
Only
Breathing is
14?
hard enough.
Well,
What about the other 10 hours, Star?
we'll
She
figure
doesn't
those
need
out
to.
later.
She photosynthesizes.
Things are hard sometimes, It's just it's difficult to think about those kinds of things
Yeah.
occasionally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Occasionally.
But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, speaking of Mr. Beast, has anyone tried the Mr. Beast burger?
I haven't. I think they have.
I
the-
have.
I haven't.
Oh, see, I've been near one, but it's a ghost kitchen. And for any listeners who don't know what a ghost kitchen is, it's basically on DoorDash or Uber
Mhm.
Eats. They'll be literally in a different restaurant that's not branded as the one you're buying from, and they make the order there and brand it as like Mr. Beast burger, and then they send it to you.
Wait,
Momo,
what?
how was
Really?
it?
It's
Yeah.
extremely mid.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
I've never heard of
It-
a ghost kitchen before.
Oh, really? Ghost
more
kitchens became
interested in what
extremely
Mr. Beast
popular in COVID.
Mhm.
It like they took over a
Yeah.
lot of like Uber Eats and like DoorDash and stuff like that because they basically exclusively sell through those.
Yep,
So they
if
have a
you-
huge monopoly on like marketing through it.
Yeah,
That's
it's a big market
crazy.
share. Like if you go on Uber Eats or DoorDash right now and you live in like a populated area, like you'll see like things that are like, oh, if you look that up on the map, it doesn't exist because it's like the one that I love is It's Just Wings is Chili's Ghost Kitchen. This is like their
Oh.
boneless wings.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's this
Yeah.
one that was in when I visited another state. They had this place called the Meltdown or something. And the
Ah.
pictures were clearly pictures of like Denny's burgers. And stuff.
Yeah.
Is that a Denny's ghost kitchen?
It could
Probably.
Oh
It's
my
a
god.
decent
No.
chance that it might have been.
I can't believe this. See, I didn't really. I try to avoid using DoorDash and stuff like that whenever I can, just because like with the delivery
Expensive.
fee and tip and everything, it ends up being like double the price.
Yeah.
And I just don't need
Yeah.
that in my life.
I used it today to get a pizza delivered to work because I was just like, I wasn't even like sad at work. I was just really bored. And my coworker was like, hey, let's like, or I like mentioned it offhand. They were like, I would totally go in on a pizza with you. And I was like, you know what? We're getting a pizza now.
That's fair. At my not this job, but the last in-person job I had, we would pool together to get a pizza like every week or so. So that was like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds really nice.
Now I kind of
But,
want pizza. I just
No, I
ate my
feel that,
McDonald's fries, which if you're
Okay,
a
but
visual listener, you saw my little VTuber mouth chewing. That's why.
I was about to say, talking about pizza and like delivery from fast food, this is a great segue into the McDonald's item of the month.
Oh, the McRib.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is in fact
The McRib is finally
the
going
McRib.
away.
It's going away again.
Again,
yeah.
but for
This is
good
like
this
the
time.
third time
Supposedly.
it's officially gone away.
Well, they
okay.
like bring
It's
it
a
back temporarily, right?
Right, it's a seasonal item, so like
Yeah.
typically it goes away for like 6 months or something like that, and then comes back. But like
Lately,
also,
it's been a specifically winter item that they've done like multiple times for whatever reason.
I don't know why.
Like,
What
the
about
last
the
few
McRib
years.
says winter to anybody?
I
Yeah.
could not tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
that's a
as
great question.
a winter enjoyer, I do not claim the McRib.
Same. Okay, I was a winter enjoyer, but not so much anymore now that it really affects my commute to my in-person job
Oh.
that I hate. I mean, I don't hate the job, I hate the commute.
That's fair, that's
Yeah.
fair.
And the snow just
Commuting
makes it so much
sucks.
worse.
I love winter, but I will admit driving in the snow is like the worst thing in the world. Like
It
it's so
sucks.
bad.
It really sucks.
It's
Somebody
not
always
good.
manages to get into an accident. And I feel
Right.
bad for them, but also, oh my god, you just made me like take 40 minutes longer.
Right, like every
Mhm.
time
Yeah.
I would ever go to work or do any sort of driving in the snow, it's always like, oh, there's 3 accidents. Like, okay,
oh boy.
great. Like,
Oh, but let's go back to the
Well,
McRib.
right.
I actually tried one last year when it was like kind of a meme in the VTuber community.
Yeah.
If you were on Twitter last year, you've probably seen the McRib being talked
Yeah.
about. But anyway, it was so mid and gross. Like I actually really didn't like it, and I didn't even finish eating it, which is kind of crazy
Oh.
because I try not to waste food typically, so like I'll just eat it even
Yeah.
if I'm like not the biggest fan.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But like the McRib was so bad. I thought it would taste like school cafeteria lunch type of thing, but it was worse. It was worse than any school lunch I've ever
Yeah.
had.
Unfortunately, that does track.
Yeah,
It was
it's not
truly
good.
terrible. Yeah.
Like, why do they keep
I've-
bringing it back? I don't know anyone that legitimately likes it.
Yeah, who's excited for this? Like, I got mine and it was like exploded in the back of the little cardboard thing they put it in. So like half of it was outside of the bun. It was really gross.
Oh,
my God.
no.
Yeah. Whenever I tried it, it was also just like it was really bad. It was like bad enough that I just like haven't really gone back to McDonald's for anything other than
Oh.
breakfast since I ate that McRib.
Oh my god.
McGriddles, though? Shout out to McGriddles. Those are good.
Yo, yeah, the McGriddles, so good.
I haven't had those in forever. They're so good.
I think I was wrong, though. I think the McRib memes in the VTuber community was 2 years ago, actually.
Late
Yeah, I think
2020.
it was.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
think
it was 2020. Oh my
correct.
god, where's my brain?
I mean,
Where's
it could
the
have also
brain
been like
cell?
early 2021 because that was on for a while. That was a joke.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. It's already almost 2023.
Nope.
I
Sure
do not
isn't.
hear. I do not see. I do not hear.
I do not
I have
perceive.
10
Take no
days
evil,
left before it's
hear no
2023
evil.
for me.
I did a lot of fun stuff this
Well-
year, but they ended up turning into memories I don't want to think about. So 2022 sucks, and I'm ready for 2023. But
That's
also, you know how they have that like the Japan lucky birthdays ranking thing?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Like all the February birthdays are in like the last 50.
Oh.
I think mine is like 330 something out of 365, so I'm very
Ooh.
unlucky next year apparently.
Oh,
not
no.
looking good. I haven't looked at mine yet.
It's okay. I
This
have
is
to
very sad.
remain positive and go into 2023 with positivity. I will defeat my
Yeah.
awful luck.
I
Maybe my
believe in you.
negative strength stat will counter my negative luck stat.
Fingers
We
crossed
hope
for
so.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We believe in Mistia luck.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I unfortunately did not
Luxia.
check any of your birthdays because I could not remember the specific days of which you were born, and I am very sorry.
It's okay. I
Right.
forgive you this time.
Thank you.
This time.
This
Threatening.
Look,
Momo's
I
birthday was recently.
kind of. My birthday is technically to peel back the curtain a little bit.
I'm
I have
sorry.
my like IRL birthday, but I celebrate a different birthday for my like VTuber.
Oh shit, did I dox your birthday? I'm
No, I
sorry.
already did it.
Yeah, Yuki also already did it,
Oh shit.
but I mostly have been like not trying to draw attention to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just wanted to honor your birth.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's not like a big deal at all. But yeah, I did indeed have an birthday briefly.
Happy birthday!
Happy Momo Day.
It's been a bit, but thank you.
Oh. You got it a lot back then too.
Yuki's birthday is coming up soon, right?
Yeah, it'll probably be pretty close to when this airs in theory. December 27th, so it's
That's
I
soon.
won't be around, but y'all
Yuki will no longer be with us by then.
Yuki
We're
will be
going
dead
to
by that date.
miss Yuki. She'll forever be in our memories.
so ominous.
Yeah.
Next week is the Yuki episode. Stay tuned. It'll be the last episode with Yuki in it. Ever?
Yuki will be shipped off with a Viking funeral at the end of the episode. So
I would make a
come
joke
watch.
about graduating, but it's probably in poor taste. So instead, I'll just say that I'm dying, which is way in way better taste,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's a lot more
It's not
acceptable.
insensitive at all, right?
I think that's perfectly fine.
She's not dying. She's just having her surgery, which I'm going to plug her what did you call it?
My like stream goals or whatever.
Yeah. I was about to say donathon, but I don't think it's that. It's
It's probably by the time this airs done, but because this airs.
this will
Wait, this
air on
is-
the 5th.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll still have a few streams before I disappear.
Go give Yuki your love. I won't stop plugging her. Because we love our friends and we love to support each other. So, you know, make sure you go give Yuki lots of love before her big surgery.
Will.
And then next week, Yuki will be here, but also not by the time you see the episode.
I will be in the episode, but not in the real world.
True.
So have phased out of existence already.
Speaking of phasing out of existence, how about Charizard? What do you guys? How do you feel about Charizard raids in the new Pokemon games?
I personally despise Charizard.
I like
I was gonna-
Charizard, but I do feel that it is very overrated.
I would have an opinion about
Yeah.
Charizard, but it's taking 3 turns before I can get my opinion out. So
I actually haven't
Oh
done
my
the
God.
raids yet because I haven't beaten the game. It's been
Yeah.
a couple weeks since the game came out, and I just keep fucking
Mhm.
around and not doing the story.
Mhm.
I'm busy catching every Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what happened. I see a Pokemon and I'm like, oh, I don't have that yet. Let me go catch that. I also spent an entire night shiny hunting Dunsparce, and I caught
Oh,
two.
goodness.
Did
I
you
named-
find one?
I named one
Oh.
of them Tsuchinoko and the other one Real.
Tsuchinoko
Oh my God.
Real.
And they're both disappointing 2 segmenters when they evolve. So
Oh.
yeah, I really wanted
dear.
a shiny 3 segmenter.
Wow.
I haven't looked into Dunsparce's like stats or anything. I wonder if it's like good now.
Oh, I actually have no idea. I just love the like concept of the Dunsparce because it's like
Mhm.
I was telling someone
Um.
about it and they like I don't know if they actually didn't believe me or if they were just playing along, but they didn't believe that it was a real Pokemon.
Well.
Unfortunately,
I mean-
it sure is.
I like it, but it definitely
Unfortunately-
sounds fake. If someone told me that
Yeah.
Dunsparce got an evolution and his name was Dunsparce and it just gained an extra segment, I would not believe them.
It's the
Like, this is a
funniest
Fake
fucking
Pokemon,
thing
I don't
to
believe
me.
you.
It's so funny,
Like, that's a
but
cool
like
idea, I guess, but it will never happen. But here we are.
any Dunsparce fans out there waiting for an evolution for Dunsparce ever since Gen 2 just got slapped in the fucking face.
Yeah, well, you're welcome or I'm sorry, whichever is more appropriate.
Yeah.
Hopefully you like it.
I love
Yeah.
the damn thing.
I don't love it, but it's fine.
It's just very silly and I'm happy about that.
I just love how funny it
That's
is.
fair. Yeah. No, it is silly.
And now I can talk about Mousehold, right? Because you guys have all seen it.
Oh, God.
I think Mousehold is the cutest like concept of a Pokemon. You have Tandemaus, right? And they're just 2 Pokemon. They're just it's 1 Pokemon, but it's like 2 mice holding hands.
Yeah.
And then when they evolve, they
Yeah.
just get kids out of nowhere. It's
But
like, where did they
or
come
only
from?
one.
Yeah.
Sometimes only one.
Oh yeah, they could have 1 kid or they can have 2 kids, and they turn into
Mhm.
Mousehold. And
Mhm.
it's just the
Yeah.
cutest fucking thing, but also apparently they're like broken and competitive.
Yeah. They're
That's
really
fair.
strong from what I've seen.
See, it's totally valid you think they're cute, but for some reason they're very off-putting to me. The fact that it's just 2 mice and then they have kids.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact for anyone who hasn't put 2 and 2 together, Mousehold is a pun off of household because they become a household after they get kids.
And
Yeah.
Tandemaus is because they live in tandem. And
I
they're
kind
mice.
of-
Well,
I kind of like them just a little bit more because I think the pun names are pretty good. But I also
I
still
love the
hate
pun
them.
names.
well, it's also that weird Pokemon thing that's always been around literally since Gen 1 of like a bunch of different creatures being one Pokemon. Like we have
Oh,
that with
like Doug
Exeggcuted
Trio
and
and
Doug
Magneton.
Trio, Magneton, and now it's
See-
like little guys that are just
And they
like,
just have
Right.
kids. And like they can't breed like with any Pokemon except for Ditto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do they
Like,
have
how
an
does that
orgy?
work?
What
Yeah.
what's going on there?
Please tell
Like,
me
what-
the like baby ones aren't involved. Like
Oh,
no.
See, the old Pokemon that had multiple Pokemon, though, they were just like multiple coming together, like fusing or evolving into something. This one, they just have kids, and they call that an
Yeah.
evolution.
I love
Yeah,
it
like the
though.
closest
It's
is
so
like
weird.
It's so stupid.
we had Phalanx last generation, which is like a group with a leader, but there's still one Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is-
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
They
also
have
don't like Phalanx
kids.
very much.
Oh, I love Phalanx.
I
That's
like
fair, you're
Phalanx. I
valid.
think it's cute.
It's fair.
I think
They're like little
Phalanx is like
Spartans.
fine, but I do think it's very weird that like it is 6 things but 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like that concept's been around for so long, though.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Like I mean, again, Execute was the first like
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
that wasn't just the same thing. They're different eggs, and one of them is dead. So
One of them is
Oh
dead.
yeah, one of them is dead. And then they
Execute's a
just
little
turn
bit
into
weird.
a tree with like coconut heads.
I like Executor, but Execute is definitely a little bit strange to me.
there is 6 eggs, and again, one of them is dead.
Just eggs
Yeah.
are like a creature. I
How
love
does this count as
Pokemon.
one thing? Like what? How? Who decided this?
Maybe it's like maybe they're all separate. Like each egg is an execute, but like the games just can't process that, so it just labels them all one Pokemon.
Like yeah, there's just one. There's two. There's just a few eggs, but like also there's 6 of them, and they evolve into 3 heads. So like, do
Where
3
did
of
the
them
other
just not
3
exist
go?
anymore?
Well,
Like,
one of them's
Wait.
dead, so where'd the 2 go?
yeah, where did the
Well,
other 2 go?
They also grow like a tree, so maybe the other ones just turn into the tree.
Are they seeds and not eggs? Is the name a lie?
Probably.
I mean,
Probably.
Execute's the English name, so that's entirely possible.
Oh my god, wait, what's the Japanese name? Hold on.
Well, let's find out. It might be the same. I don't know. Tama. Oh, it's egg. So
Wait,
So-
so there's still fucking eggs.
yeah.
They turned into a coconut tree. I don't understand.
Tama. Just egg. So
Egg.
So...
That's very funny.
And why is it still Exeggcuted? Shouldn't it be like, I don't know, something with coconut in it? Or palm tree?
It's called Nasi.
Nasty? Oh, okay. if I wasn't
Japanese name is
already
Nasi.
sitting down, I'd need to take a seat.
Oh man, that's funny. That's
My
really
God.
funny. I love like looking into the Japanese names and other names for Pokemon sometimes. Like if you look into Vulpix's name, because like in English you might not think about
Volcon.
it, but it's like a Vol as in like volcano, like, and then Pix as in like it's got X for like vixen kind of.
Oh, I thought the
But
Vol
in-
was for like Vulpus. Like
Yeah, it's also
another
got
word
like
for fox.
Volpine in there. It's kind of like a multi like lots of jokes in that name.
Multi-layered
Or a lot
pun,
of like
really.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then you have the Japanese name, which is Rokon, which literally just is like fire and then the sound that a fox makes.
Yeah.
Firebark.
Fire bark.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like naming it Firebark.
Yeah.
Well, like, what's Growlithe supposed to be? Like, Growl is like a
Growling.
growl.
And then
Growl and Lithe, which I guess it's
Yeah,
like a
Lithe.
lithe dog, even though it's actually a pretty big dog.
Oh.
yeah.
What
Yep.
is the Growlithe Japanese name?
I actually don't know that.
Guardy.
Guardy?
Guard.
Guardy.
Like a guard
Oh, because it's
dog,
like
I
a guard
guess.
dog.
Yeah.
Some of the Japanese names I just don't understand. Like, Umbreon's Japanese name is just Blackie, which is probably what I would name like a black cat when I was 5.
Sure, yeah.
That's so
That's-
weird. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what like Guardy means, right? Like
Yeah,
If I-
Guardy. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, like with 2 A's? Like Gotti?
Well, that's how you pronounce it. Guardy. But it's Guardy is the like
Oh, it's probably
translation
just
of
like
it.
a guard dog. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
always
that's probably
confused
all
me
they're going
because
for.
it's called like the legendary Pokemon Arcanine is.
yeah, 'cause
Mhm.
it was originally supposed to be one.
Yeah,
Arcanine
that's what I
and
heard.
Arcanines are both supposed to be legendary in theory.
Arcanine's Japanese name is Windy.
Windy?
Yeah.
I gotta go. I
Windy.
can't take this anymore. I actually do
I'm sure
like
they
love
just,
the
like-
naming schemes of English English Pokemon names.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just happened to see something about a new VShojo member like the second I was talking.
Oh yeah.
And now I feel like I have to go look it up real quick. Oh, Haruka!
It's Haruka?
Haruka
Oh.
Caribou is the new VShojo member.
Yo, that's so
Well,
awesome.
congrats to her.
That's really cool. I didn't even know they were getting a new member.
That's
I
so
I heard
cool.
about it today that they were getting a new member.
Well,
They've
they
been
had
talking about
signups
it.
forever ago, right? Like,
Right.
I love that. That's awesome.
It makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
why she's in like all of their lore videos then.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's fair. I did not watch their lore videos, so
That's
I guess
fair.
the hint was there the whole time. But
Mhm.
sorry, I didn't mean to bring that. I guess it's an interesting thing to talk about. It just kind of
Whoa.
It's
popped
a
up.
recent event.
She also got a whole new outfit.
Yeah, it looks really
very cute.
nice. I know Yuki and Momo
Aw.
were like big fans of Haruka for a long
I love
time.
Haruka.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
mean, it
that
was just
outfit is
announced
so
15 minutes ago,
cute.
so.
Yeah.
I just
No, it
happened to
was,
look
like-
at one of my Discord channels and saw people talking about it. So I was like, wait, what?
That's so cool.
Very exciting for her.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I guess if anyone doesn't know, like VShojo a long time ago had auditions for a new member. And then the whole controversy thing came out with them getting doxxed or something like that. I don't want to get into that too much, but basically people thought that like, oh, maybe they're not adding a new member because of this. And then they added the JP branch with Kason and I forgot the other one's name, but she's also there.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And then they just announced a new English VShojo member.
That's so cool.
And she's a big VTuber that's been around for a while. So that's, you know, seems deserved.
Casually geeking out a little bit about it.
So sorry. There's so many people like just streaming their like live reacts to the VShojo debut.
Oh, is that what's happening? I saw someone
guess.
mentioning something about streaming something in VShojo. I don't know. I'm
It's
a
very
little out
funny
of the
to me
loop
just
sometimes.
because, like, it's apparently like she's been live for like 3 hours now, and the VShojo stream basically just went live and rated her.
Oh,
So I don't know.
that's very interesting. That's kind of funny for that to happen like mid-recording. But now you guys know when we're
Yeah.
recording, I guess.
That's really cool. It'll be a little bit like old news, I guess, but like still.
Well, no,
no,
'cause
we
this goes
bring
up
the
on
news to
Monday.
you first.
It'll be just a couple
one else
days
gets to
old
hear about it.
news. 'Cause it goes up Monday. Monday the 5th.
Yeah, so it'll be 2 days after. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's
It's still
fine.
relevant.
That's
It's
fine.
It's
relevant.
still like breaking news.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
still new news.
Yeah.
New news. But yeah,
New news.
New.
I forgot what we were talking about before. It was something about Pokemon.
New League of Legends. That's what we were talking about before.
Oh, League
I
of
can't
Legends.
believe
I
they
haven't
put new
played
League
that
of
in a
Legends in
while.
Pokemon. And he's a VTuber in VShojo.
Oh my
League
god.
of Legends is a VTuber in VShojo? Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Oh my God.
this is a lot. This is
Oh
a
my
lot to
God.
take in.
It's very silly.
It's very silly. A long
Yep.
time ago, we were talking about the Pokemon raids, but I don't know what we were talking about immediately before this.
Oh, we were trying to talk about them, but then Charizard took 6 moves.
It happens.
I like the rating system is so bad in Scarlet and Violet. It's like
Really?
I think it's such a
strongly
cool,
disagree.
it's such a cool concept that is executed about as well as like I don't know. It's executed in the worst way possible because it is so
Executed.
laggy. It did not need to be like live pseudo same turn, everybody's attacking at the same time thing.
While
Because
that's fair, it runs so much smoother and faster than Sword and Shield raids did for me that like
I guess that's fair.
it's just been a better quality of life overall than the Sword and Shield raids for me.
I can't imagine how bad those must have been then because I didn't play the
Well,
Sword and Shield raids.
It
but
wasn't that they
these-
ran poorly, it's that every single player took their turn and the whole animation and text played every single time for every action.
I would prefer that to the current experience of Scarlet and Violet raids because it is utterly miserable to play them, and it is basically the entirety of the end game until you get into competitive play.
I haven't
Like-
done the raids online very much. I did a couple to try to get some EVs because there was a specific kind I wanted. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds like a mess. And also, when I play I'll do the raids with like the NPCs when you go on by yourself, and sometimes it'll like look like I one-hit KO'd the Pokemon, and then magically it has half health again.
Oh yeah, that's been a problem that they've been having.
It
That's
gets
my
so much health
experience.
back randomly, just like for no reason.
And
Yeah,
will
the
say-
timer
like-
just like jumps down arbitrarily. Like
Well,
Yeah.
it also jumps down on someone
yeah.
getting KO'd. But also,
weird. Because like it jumps
NPCs
down.
don't have Magikarp anymore. So
Really?
Oh,
that was something they had
Oh.
in Sword and Shield. There was
They
an
did have
NPC that had a
Magikarp,
Magikarp that could join your
yeah.
raid.
Oh, I
hated
see
that
what you're
guy.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, why are you bringing
And to be fair,
Magikarp
the
into the raid?
offline raid experience is not the worst. It's still not great, but it is a lot better. But the online raid experience is miserable.
I'll have to try it out and suffer a little to see what you're talking about. But I still haven't completed the story, so I'll have to do that first.
I'm still not that far.
I'm taking my sweet
it's a
time.
really cool concept. It's a really cool concept. I just wish it was good.
I just like that it gives you like something to do with your friends, because like
Mm-hmm.
and I like that the games let you run around with friends, but I haven't tried that yet because
Done it a little, and it at least local runs very well for considering.
I did
Yeah.
it
What
with
you're-
Yuki for a little bit, and it disconnected us after like 10 minutes, but it was on like the first or second day that the games were out. So
oh that's
Yeah.
good.
We played for like an hour without any disconnections. So it like at least for us it ran fine. Like it ran as it was at least. Like
Mhm.
not perfectly, but it was running how the game was running. So
I
That's
watched.
fair,
Oh,
yeah.
Yuki, didn't you just stream it recently with someone?
I did with Kiki and Iggy joined me as well, and it ran fine. It was like a little bit jank, but it wasn't like bad exactly. So, it
I like the
worked.
concept. Like, I've always
Yeah.
wanted a game where I could run around with friends,
Mm-hmm.
or a Pokemon game specifically, because like there's a lot of games where you can just run around with friends.
Right. There's not a
I
ton
do
you
wish
can
you could
do
interact
together.
more.
Yeah, like you can do raids together and you can do picnics together, but otherwise you're just kind of in the same space, and it's not that interesting. It's not terrible. It's pretty cool. I like that you get to do it, but
Mhm.
I do wish there was more to it.
Hmm.
That was kind of my take on it too, is it just kind of was like, it's fine, but there's not a
Mhm.
lot
Yeah.
that you can do, so
Sure.
Hopefully
I
they'll add
mean,
more to it.
the big thing is that if you're in someone else's game together and they have the opposite game, you can catch their version exclusives.
Oh yeah, I did hear about
Mm.
that, which seems pretty
Okay.
useful because
That's like
then you
one
don't
of the
have
big
to trade.
like that's one of the only like actual features to it,
That's
really.
fair, yeah. That is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to play all that much with it just because we are currently like sharing our save files on one Switch. So
Yeah, we had to, but then Taylor took the other one and disappeared into the netherworld. So now we're just sharing one for a week.
mhm.
So we can't play together.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine.
Not upset about it at all, I promise.
Totally not. Next week, we are going to compile lists of our favorite games from 2022, since it's almost the end of the year.
Mhm.
Huh.
I wonder if our opinion
Yeah,
on Pokemon
sure
will
is.
change by then. What's wrong, Star?
Yeah.
Are you feeling a little existential?
Your little
Oh,
execute.
you know. I'm feeling very nasty right now.
Damn, Star, you nasty.
At least you're not
Right, that's
gargle-hacking
it.
yet.
That's it.
Oh no, she left. I'm so sorry. Please come back.
Okay, fine.
You were hiding the part of my hair that cuts off at the bottom of my VTube studio.
I've
So-
revealed you. You've been exposed.
Don't expose me, Star, please.
Happening live at the Witch's Tea Party, where we bring you the latest cutting-edge news.
We
This is
actually
the
did bring you
tea.
some latest news with the Vishojo thing, but
Yeah.
I mean it'll be two days late, but it's
So-
new to us.
So do you have any ideas like what games might be on that list? Obviously, we'll like actually compile it this coming week, but like
It's hard to like remember all that I've done this year.
Sonic
Mhm.
Frontiers.
Oh god, I still need to play that. Like I have it and I keep intending to stream it, but then work
It's
is
so
stressful and I get
fun.
home
It's
and
so worth it.
I just want to lay down and not exist for a while.
Me every day.
Which
That
like
is
I'm
so
trying to get
valid.
back onto a consistent stream schedule because like consistency
Mhm.
is key, you know, in content creation. Or at
Mhm.
least get like a video out every week aside from the tea party, like on my personal channel. But like I just get
Right.
home and I just don't want to exist anymore. Full-time
It's
jobs
funny.
I
suck.
feel that.
Yeah, it do be that way though.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because like
Unfortunately, it's necessary.
true. This year has had like the most polarizing games for me because the two games that are probably going to be near the top of my like top 5 are like Pokemon Scarlet and also
Peglin.
Elden Ring. And both are games that I hate a lot, but are also games that I've definitely spent the most amount of time with compared to any other game this year.
But you hate them
Sure,
because
yeah.
you love them, right?
Well, yeah, a lot of it is because I
Well.
just, like, want it to be better. And also it just has like disappointed me in the choices that they made. So it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Mm-hmm.
But like
That's fair.
Elden Ring, I like 100%ed the game and I have like 214 hours in it.
I remember you were practicing to like speedrun it.
Mm-hmm. I like beat the game like 6 or 7 times, I think. Total 5 on like New Game Plus 5 or whatever, and
my
then like
goodness.
2 other files that I just kind of had casually.
Yeah, I remember at
It-
the time, like everybody was talking about it positively, and you're like one of the only people I knew that was saying anything the opposite. But like, you've put so much time and effort into it that like, it's not like you were just brushing it off and not giving it
Yeah.
a chance.
I like specifically played so much of it first out of like pure spite for people that were like, "Oh, well, it's just a skill issue and you should just like get good." And I'm like, I will prove to you how good I am. But then like at a certain point, like I am a Souls game lover and it is a very good Souls game. It just sucks.
Yeah. I haven't
But we can
played
also
it.
save that for next week.
Yeah. No,
True.
definitely.
You can go more in
Um,
depth next week. Next week will likely be mostly all about the games, but also it'll be we'll have a special Yuki tribute.
I'm Yuki.
Yuki's
That's
dying.
you, because she's dying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not actually. Disclaimer: Yuki's not dying. She's just having surgery.
Oh, are we gonna get into any like spoilers for games, by the way, next week?
I suppose it's kind of hard to talk about it without some spoilers, but maybe try to keep it like
Yeah, especially for like Pokemon. I know it's still really, really new, but
yeah. Just because, like, a lot of people, this is like a general podcast, I guess. We just talk about whatever the fuck we want. But, like,
Mhm.
so people
Mhm.
might not come in here expecting game spoilers, I suppose.
Right.
On
right.
their-
True,
We'll
yeah.
give a warning, a content warning at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be aware we're going to be talking about games that we played this year.
Yeah.
I hope I
Viewer
can finish
listeners,
Trombone
what are your
Champ.
thoughts on spoilers on video games that have come out within the last year?
Also, what are your top 5 games, right? Like,
I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
want to
yeah.
hear
Let
from
us
you.
know.
You should send them into the Witches Tea Party podcast at gmail.com because
yeah.
we like to hear from you guys.
Mm-hmm. Plus, that way we'll
You're
get
not scary.
to see what y'all think compared to what we think and kind of compare and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do it. Send them in
Definitely.
And where can they send those in?
to the Witches Tea Party podcast. I think it's just called Witches Tea Party Podcast at gmail.com. Don't put the "the" in there.
Yay.
The link
No
will be on
thought.
YouTube and Spotify. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on
It's
that.
out there.
So yeah,
Yeah.
please engage with us. We need your engagement. We would
Mhm.
like it.
This is a threat.
Oh dear.
Engage
This is
with
us
me or
sitting
suffer.
here with knives and our cups of tea.
Well, I don't have knives, but I
threatening
do
you.
have this big meaty claws, so
Oh my god.
You know, that might be more threatening. That's fine.
I've got this big meaty tail.
Oh, that's true. You do have
Is
a
it
big meaty
meaty? I
tail.
don't know if that's. You should get that checked out.
I mean, in order to support that much fluff, it's probably got to be like at least a little bit meatier than the average tail.
Yeah, but I hope that fluff isn't meaty too, because
Well,
that's
More
concerning.
fluffy than meaty, I'm sure. But there's some meat to it.
Ooh.
We're
That would be
slightly,
a little uncomfortable.
Yuki and I are slightly
Slightly?
dissociating into another realm right now. So
That's okay. It
I've had
happens.
some dissociation problems throughout the podcast, to be honest.
it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm a little concerned, but that's okay.
That's fine.
It's the only way we can leave this room.
Yeah, I made it purposefully that you could not find the doors, so don't look for it.
Mhm.
You won't find
That
it.
track.
You're here
Yeah.
forever.
Let us out. Let us out.
See, the
Please,
real thing is
Please,
that our
please, God, help us.
the real thing is that our listeners are the ones who are trapped in here with us.
True.
You thought this was like what, a 1-hour podcast?
This
Well.
is your new life.
You're here forever.
Welcome to the tea party.
A horror movie, but it's 4 VTubers having tea.
Oh my god. There's like this new movie coming out about Santa.
Oh.
Oh
I don't know
god,
what it's
yeah.
called. I don't know if I want to see it or if I hate it.
I hate it.
I'm already like not a fan of horror movies, but I hate it.
Is it a horror movie? I can't remember.
don't
It's like
know.
something about. They were advertising like something about Die Hard, and then Santa. God, why can't I remember what it's called? I don't know. Maybe I'll
I
bring it up
keep
again
seeing it
later
come
in the
up.
month if I watch it or something. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here for this week. Next week, look forward to more video game talk, and our goodbyes to Yuki forever.
Bye.
Disclaimer: it's not forever. She's coming back.
No, that's
Wait,
Wait,
I
I have one more next week, right?
Next week, yeah.
Yes. So next
Hi.
week. Yes, you do. Do you guys have anything recently exciting or anything you want to share before we say goodbye to the viewers?
No.
I still.
No,
No.
nothing hasn't changed. Mine is still the same deal. I'm just trying to make do for surgery. So
Yeah. So go check
It's like
out
a good
her.
country girl should.
Wait,
Oh
no.
my God.
Go check out Yuki's
I still-
stream goals.
Yeah.
my
Check
exciting
those
thing
out.
to share is that a doctor stole my blood
Oh.
and
Did
my
they give it
pee.
back?
Oh.
No, I didn't even get it back at all. I didn't even get paid for it.
What the
I
fuck?
hope those two weren't mixed, because that would also be concerning.
Yeah, if you have bloody pee, you should probably go see a doctor. Just
Oh.
saying.
I think
You were at the doctor, so you should let them know.
I think the doctor just wanted to make some fox flakes for their home.
Mhm, probably, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
A what?
Oh,
You know, fox flakes.
fox flakes. It's a method of warding foxes off from your house by spreading fox flakes around your garden.
Why would you
And
do
fox
that?
flakes are just pee.
See, we foxes are very territorial, so if we smell the pee of another fox, we know that that's their territory, so we can't go in.
Yeah.
Would you do
So
that
if
to
you ever
like
want to
protect
keep me
your
away,
chickens?
just
or,
get
like...
another fox girl to pee somewhere, and then I won't go
Like-
there.
But they're stealing your pee. Are they attracting you? Is that?
I don't think I'm attracted to my own pee, but maybe.
I mean, like, you think it's your
Like, you
territory?
think it's your
You
territory.
don't know? You're not sure?
They're just using her as like a means to an end, right? Like to just
Right.
like keep other foxes away.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh,
There's just one loophole in that. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
bother. It doesn't bother Yuki. Every other fox girl though.
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
keeping other
protecting their
foxes out of my
chickens so they
surgery
can
zone.
keep
That's what it
producing
is.
Exeggcute. Oh my god. Okay,
Oh
it
my
all makes
God.
sense now.
But for my side of things, I still, for the most part, stream weekly, Monday and Friday on twitch.tv/StareliaYumera. I don't have anything specific going on right now.
I'm also trying to be consistent with my streaming and failing a little bit, but please be patient. I'm trying.
Mhm.
I've been
Go
streaming.
support Mistia anyway.
Yes, please and thank you. I've been streaming Trombone Champ
Oh my god.
recently. It's wild.
Mistia, best tromboner.
I'm a skilled tromboner. I'm on Mr. Tromboner's wild ride. And
Right.
you can find Momo at
Twitter.com/MomokaVT, also twitch.tv/MomokaVT.
go support Momo too. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Also, don't forget to send in stories and stuff for
Yeah,
our
keep
spilling the
doing it,
tea
please.
to which is Tea Party
We have
Podcast
more. We need more.
@gmail.com. We need more.
We need tea to spill.
We need more tea so I can spill it. I'm a cat. Anyway, bye. Bye now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.